Red Dead Redemption 2 is an incredible game. I would like to start this video by saying that Red Dead Redemption 2 in terms of video games is the complete package. It consists of a compelling, powerful story, surprisingly about redemption, in a stunningly detailed game world, and the story is complemented by a great online experience which I'm going to talk about today. With that chivalry over and done with, let's get down to brass tacks. I couldn't find a good, short, concise video about what the best ways to level up on Red Dead Redemption 2 are on YouTube. A lot of the videos and websites mention things like special ammo kills, finishing the main stories, and gang hideouts as the best ways to level up. These are just not the case. I've been putting some serious time into Red Dead Redemption 2 online, and I have found there's 3 methods which I believe to be the fastest way to level up your character on Red Dead 2. Now the game is awesome, you can just play the game your way and you will level up eventually, but there is a few things that are locked behind certain levels, such as dual wield, which really improve the game going forward, so it does make sense to try and want to level up, especially in the early stages of the game. Now like I said guys, I've got 3 tips. Each tip is considerably better than the previous tip, with the final tip being the best without a doubt. So make sure you watch the whole video because each tip complements each other really well. So please like and subscribe, and let's get started with my 3 best tips for the fastest way to level up on Red Dead Redemption 2. So before we begin, I just want to say that there is 4 rules at the moment, with the 5th one potentially coming out for Red Dead Redemption 2, all of which do offer good XP throughout the time playing them. However, there is a few that are really stand out. Now, my first tip is, and hear me out and let me finish, is to embrace the trader role. Now the trader role is where you can create a butcher's table with crypts, and what he will do is he will turn your animal hide into supplies, into goods which you can take to the local store and trade for XP and for money. Now this is what I do when I start my Red Dead Redemption 2 games, is I will log in online to the camp. I will drop in at the camp, say hello to crypts, get some ammo from my lockbox, and I will spend 20 to 30 minutes hunting in the local wooded area near my camp. What this allows me to do is gather potentially, anywhere from like 8 to 10 animal hides to give to crypts, which gets you a little bit of XP, probably between a 50 and 100 XP, which isn't a lot in terms of Red Dead Redemption 2, I understand this, but what I do next is I leave it from there and I then move on to tip 2 and 3. And while I'm busy with tips 2 and 3, Crypts is turning my hides into goods which I can sell for the next day. So what I'll do is I will do this for half an hour and I will leave that, and that'll be the last thing I do on my session for this first rule. And then the next day I come in to play Red Dead Redemption 2, I will then deliver whatever Crypts has turned into supplies to the nearest town, and this can get you anywhere from 200 to 500 XP depending on the size of your delivery, and it takes you literally, once you start to getting the hides in, about 15 minutes to get this XP, so it's really worth it. And as well, every so often Crypts will offer you a chance to do a resupply mission. These again take 10 to 15 minutes. All you have to do is usually hunt a deer, and once you finish this you get 500 XP. Now, tip number 2, it's a little bit obvious this one, but it really does pay dividends going forward, and that is make sure you are always doing the daily challenges, the daily tasks. Now this is obvious to a lot of people, but there is usually 7 daily tasks given to you every day, and each task offers you some gold and 200 XP, which is quite a lot of XP in the early levels. And as well, these challenges can be so easy. Usually 2 to 3 of them are just miscellaneous trophies, like find some tonics, make some tonics, drink some tonics, find a certain tree, plant, get a certain kill, visit a certain area, buy a certain thing. These are so easy to do, and usually you can do 2 or 3 in about 30-40 minutes, which is a lot of XP. As well, each role has its own daily challenges as well, so as you level up each role you can get from 1 to 3 daily challenges for each role as well, which means all in all you could have 19 daily challenges to help you earn your XP. As well as this, it's great for earning gold, because every day you log in you get a bonus. So once you've reached a week login, 2 weeks, then a month, you get between up to double your gold, which really helps you build up the gold for later on in the game. Okay guys, my final tip, which is the most important tip, and this is the best way to level up, I swear to you, is the collector role. In this role, what you do is you collect items which are scattered across Red Dead Online's world, and item you find can give you between 100 and 250 XP, which is ridiculous because you can probably find between 20 and 30 items per hour. And there's an online map which I'm going to show, and I'll have a link down below. This is a live map, so a lot of people think you have to buy the maps from Madame Nazar. You do not have to do this. All you have to do is go online and look at these maps. So not only do you get 100 to 200 XP per item you find, when you complete a full collection, you can get anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 XP and 100 to $500. So it's really worth doing. I've estimated through my time you can earn between 2,500 to 5,000 XP per hour by just playing this. So this is what I recommend, guys. You go in, you spend half an hour hunting animals and giving them to Crips so he can start creating the goods for the next day. You then spend half an hour to an hour finishing the daily challenges where you can earn up to 2,000 XP from doing so, and then from then you then spend some time collecting, trying to complete item sets. Now don't spend too much time completing item sets, because sometimes it's better just to go to Valentine and just pick up every single item within a mile or two radius. You can probably find 30 to 40 items around Valentine, and then move to Saint Denis and do the same, then move to Tumbleweed and do the same, and then you'll find that after maybe a week and a half you've actually started to complete a lot of sets anyways, and then you might only be 2 or 3 away from finishing each set. Because if you just focus on the sets early on, you'll find that you are riding past collectibles without realizing, which is why I say spend anywhere from really up to a week just collecting. You could be collecting 20 items an hour, spend a couple hours a day, and I guarantee 3 to 6,000 XP in about 3 hours easily. And bear in mind that even towards level 40 to level 50 you only need about 4,500 to 5,000 XP per level. I found that I'm currently level 43 and I'm leveling up every hour just by doing these 3 tips, and this is all I do, guys. I ignore the gang hideouts, I ignore using special kills, I ignore the strainer missions, I ignore the main missions, because these things only grant you between 100 and 300, 400 XP, and it's just time consuming, like the bounty hunter and stuff as well. It can be very, very time consuming. Guys, I guarantee with these 3 tips you can get from level 1 to level 50 in about 30 to 35 hours, which is pretty insane. There isn't any quick tips on Red Dead really to cheat your way up the ranks, but there is with these tips some great ways to level up, and you can have a lot of fun doing it as well. Thanks very much for watching this, guys. Have you used these tips before? Were you already aware of these tips? Let me know down below. If you're going to use these tips, let me know as well. I would like to know who's found this useful. It's taken me a lot of time to finally understand how effective these 3 tips are, and I know that you might in the comments say, well, the Crips one seems a bit counterproductive, but no, it does add up over time. If you're doing it every day, it really, really helps to build up. Obviously, if you haven't got the gold to buy these trader rules, then that's what the daily challenges are for, because if you use the daily challenges within a month, you'll have enough to buy both of these rules. And if you had to buy one first, I would say buy the collector one, because you can earn a lot of money, a lot of XP, and a lot of gold doing the collector rank. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take it easy.
Alive?
I'm alive too. God damn. Oh, that was shit. I fell down a crevice. I didn't even go all the way off the edge.
That horse is dead, like.